Kicking it live. We're gonna talk. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the State of Play for Sony, February 2021. I guess that's just how we call these things now. There's not really an event anymore. It's just Sony decided to market some stuff. So here we are. Oh, I gotta turn on my my lights. How's everybody doing? It's a blessed day. You know, days when the fruits of you know. I just think about like tons of big teams working for years and years, and these are the days when. Also, thanks to you know, a wind generated by marketing spend, they get to show it to the world, and that's really cool. That's really cool. It's show and tell day. I'm really excited. I gotta turn on some lights though. I have a new lighting app, so I might fumble with it for a second, as I remember where it wants me to go. Okay, I gotta pick something blue, right? This is yeah, that'll do. All right. What's up, Bandhard? Welcome. It is a gamer day. It's Grand Gamers Day. There we go. Look at that. Lightscapes. Sony's in a really good spot right now too. You know, this is kind of they're selling PS5s as fast as they can make them, which is a dumb problem to have, but it's still a problem. You know, not ideal. I don't think Sony's sales numbers are where they'd like them to be, but that's not for want of want of market demand. It's not for lack of market demand. There we go. Which, you know, best problem to have. Still technically a problem. So it's cool. And like a lot of their the thing that particularly stimulates and excites me as a video game player is that they have routinely proven the viability of certain gameplay types that other publishers really lose a taste for. Which is to say, you know, those big budget, artistic, experimental single-player experiences. So, I'm excited. I don't know that, you know, I'm not really pinning my hopes on seeing any of that. I think for all these marketing events, you should probably, like, always keep expectations low, which is actually really good. I find that, maybe marketing firms are starting to understand the value of confusion and surprise versus, you know, just storing up every big bottle rocket until E3 and letting them all go. So yeah, people were starting to come around to that in like 2019, pre-pandemic, and then the pandemic kind of made everyone get on with the new program. And yeah, these animations are great, but I have something else I wanted to show you guys. So I found a new source for ripping Japanese commercials that'll go into my like away from stream clips and stuff like that. In the process of sorting through buckets of media, I found a commercial that aired on Japanese TV for the PlayStation. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it's actually a fucking amazing commercial. I actually kind of got chills watching it the first time, which sounds a little dweeby, but whatever.
すいません。いらっしゃいませ。3人なんですけど、すぐ開く？開くと思います。
アークザラッド。アークザラッド2。
F 卓へどうぞ。F と FF。
ファイナルファンタジー7。
こちら今日の投資おでん。投資伝。
東神殿。
にしても給料上がんねえな。
倍くらいにしてほしいよ。
倍を求めますか。倍を。
バイオハザード。
ここのチキン南蛮最高よ。
マジ？
うめえタルタル。
メタル？
メタルギアソリッド。
はい。
何部長から？
例の件じゃない？
別件別件。
鉄拳？
鉄拳3。
鉄拳3。
お前もか。ついつい体が反応しまって。帰りに買ってくか。プレイステーションクラシック。
いいね。いやー我々部長の話がな。すいません。びっくりした。何急に。伊勢海老3つください。伊勢海老。実は俺リッチでさ。
リッチレーサー。
リッジレーサー。
僕根野菜とカブ。
はいよ。根野菜とカブ。
パラサイトイブ。
よし。
パラサイトイブ。
どうしたのよ。はい
年老いたおふくろいる実家は佐賀。毎晩風呂で泣いてるもんですよ佐賀。風呂で涙つまり風呂でティア。
風呂でティア。
サガフロンティア。
嵐の中実家の窓につけた雨戸。
いや怖っ。雨戸怖っ。
アーマードコア。
何の母のためと思えば怖くはないお茶の子さいさい。
サイ。
てか
か見てくらうちの実家にクラあクラクラクラクラクラクラディス
グラディウス
知ってたクラドア開けるのむずいむずマイルドアあむず
ワイルドアームズ
よよよよ聞いてくれよいつも椅子にふんぞり返って偉そうな部長がさっき電話で宣言来期の給料減るそうなはあペルソナ
ペルソナ
こうなったら明日は第9だ第 9
IQ
それってスーパーズル
スーパーパズルファイター
気分晴れたんでここは自分払いやす
チーダラヤス
あれやば現金ないなミスったドジだミスったドリラーじゃあ ATM へダッシュジャンプリングフルダッシュジャンプリングフルダッシュ
頭から離れない20タイトル内蔵プレイステーションクラシック
PlayStation.
Oh my god. So yeah, I was just like, holy shit, that is so gorgeous. Might be one of my favorite like video game commercials of all time. I don't know what's up there. I might have to rebalance audio, so I apologize if at some point it gets ear-splittingly loud. The chef left with them? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where I caught more of it the second time around, but yeah, they start playing a pun game based on old PlayStation games, and then they just go into fucking bars. It's so good. So good. What about that one with the weird baby? There's probably a few of those. Was that a mascot for a while? Or is this the David Lynch PS2 ones you're talking about? I need to rip all that stuff. Sony's marketing has always been really, really good. Really good. What's weird to me is the ones that kind of break out are the ones that I think are not the best. Which, I don't get it. Like, I remember a while ago, Sony had like it was like PS3 era, and it was like a bunch of video game mascots all chilling out in like a video game bar or whatever. And it was like a camera fly through, and it was just like people hanging out with all their cool video game pals. And I'm like, that one got crazy popular. Everyone was like, whoa, this commercial's so good. And I watched it, and I was kind of like, this is kind of, It reminds me of that one like cringe post that's like, it's my birthday, and you know what that means? Get on in here, everybody! And then all the My Little Ponies and the entire cast of Naruto, and then Goku and Santa Claus all come in and wish me a happy birthday. I can't remember what post that is, but that's kind of what that commercial reminded me of. Maybe I'm being pretentious. You can't be, man, that's the last thing you want to be, right? The Halo 3 diorama campaign? That one was cool. See the new Mars pics and movies yet? Mars? No, I don't think I have. I need to. How old is that? Get the Sega Satori? You mean Segata Sanshiro? Wait, is Sega Satori somebody else? No. I think you mean Segata Sanshiro, the judo practitioner that tells people the power of the Sega Saturn by judo plexing them into the ground. He's a great mascot. I've been exploring Japanese advertising a little more. I found some YouTube channels to really mine. It's been good stuff. JC, oh my god, the rant emote with sunglasses is pretty great. Hold on, I apologize. You guys are gonna see yourselves for a second here, but I can't not show that. Zoop! Look at how cute that is. That's a big deal with it energy. I like it. Classic. Oh, the PSP squirrels? Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay, so they've had some misses. Or the All I Want for Xmas is a PSP? That was like... You can't... In retrospect, you cannot fault the attempt. But it's, yeah, So this is some pretty classic cringe. And it kind of represents a sort of like a particular window in games culture where there was a pretty big, I ascribe it to a pretty big generation divide between the people who were running the companies and then the gaming like culture, which was much younger. But Sony's always been experimental, and I appreciate that.
I love the big screen. So fresh and so clean. It's all in my dreams. It makes me wanna scream. PSP, 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 PSP. Game so crazy. They totally amaze me. Gotta ask my mom for one. For shizzy. PSP, PSP, PSP. All I want for Christmas is my PSP. Wanna play when I'm walking down the street. All I want for Christmas is my PSP. Come on, mom and dad, get one for me. PSP, 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 PSP.
And then there was a website. And the website, as I recall, it was ARG, which was also like the big thing at the time. That's when I think like I Love Bees was kind of a thing. Maybe it was it was around that time in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, it was supposed to be this character that was making bad YouTube videos at just talking about how much he wanted a PSP. And it was an attempt to market virality. And now that I see it with my 2021 eyes, it's hard to say what they did wrong, you know? It was bad on purpose. It was like pre-iPhone, so it was like shot on a potato. I remember even back in the day, like the washed out colors, that's just what internet video looks like now, but it was pretty stark back then that it was made to look bad. So it was all intentionally crafted, and it's not a bad attempt. Oh gosh, that fedoras are awesome. Oh, that's bad. It's everything was kind of in line for it, and again, the thing that I think stands out above anything is Sony's willingness to go to experimental places, you know? Or at least they used to do that. I have to admit, it's been a minute since I've seen them be that weird. They used to be very weird. And I always appreciated that. It's like the weird art kid that also made it big, but still is weird and arty. Katie, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for the sub. JG to the max. Hello and welcome. Thank you for the sub as well. So we're 2 minutes away. Anyway, I'm just putting some memories on the board for Sony's marketing. It's always been good, and like there are video game ads that people remember to this day. Not necessarily maybe the same department that makes State of Play or produces that. Could be entirely different. Maybe it's like advertising versus marketing kind of thing. Anyway, same company, just trying to cheer the team a little bit. They needed the one thing that always gets the gamers on board: racism. Well, there was. Funny you mentioned that. And I believe this is entirely unintentional, but there were ads. I'm not going to bring them up because, you know, y'all can search for them. But I think it was for the white PSP, and it had like two-toned ads of like a very, like an almost jet black model in black like body paint, grabbing a model in like white body paint. And it was sort of forceful, but you know, it was art, you know, it was Sony art. But you know, people saw that and they were like, ugh. Because, yeah, I've seen a picture of that ad. I can buy how an entire it's a little hard to imagine, but I can buy how an entire art department may give the okay to something that once it's out on the street, people see in that light. Louis Joe, thanks for the prime. And Blast Junkie, thanks for gifting 5 subs. It's awfully generous of you. There's not even any games to buy yet, and you're already throwing your money. It was somebody not thinking better? Yeah, or maybe being more in the, you know, artistic expressive headspace and not necessarily in the real world replete with all its bigotry and badness space. When was this? Doesn't feel like a 2018 thing? No, this was like this might have been like in the late 2000s. Sony also seems a little tone deaf on racism. It can seem that way to regions that Sony doesn't operate in. That's almost a Japan thing. I think it's hard for Japanese companies sometimes to understand how skittish Westerners get about certain social topics. Ooh, we gotta go! Nightport, thank you for the prime. That's cool. It's the same tones that were in the intro.
There's some very unexpected developments in your future. Shocking events that will change the course of your life.
That last part might have been a hair dramatic. But there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time experience.
Look at this though. This is
PlayStation
nice.
5.
It's just kind of like a fun little place to.
Creative producer at
This is really smart, actually. Sorry, I'm going to talk over Crash Bandicoot right now. But we're seeing a lot of this about like product updates during marketing events. And it's really cool because it gives Sony more leverage to lift up their business partners.
Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time.
Or maybe it's like if you can make an asset, then we can get it in the show. And then it's kind of like lifts all ships.
Inescapable interdimensional.
It may not be exciting to people who come for the hard games. That there's a patch to Crash Bandicoot 4.
And his marsupial pals.
We're all watching it. We're all thinking about it. That's the power of marketing. So I think that's great.
Off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash Bandicoot has always looked.
It also may just be a reminder to be like, hey, maybe go play Crash Bandicoot.
Native 4K.
Remember you bought that? Go buy it or go play it. Blast Junkie, it game is hard.
Universe on your shoulders and probably some errands to run.
There's some good platformers. I need to.
The DualSense.
I've been trying to convince Steph to play Bowser's Fury with me.
So you can feel the blast of Neo Cortex's DNA-changing ray gun, or feel the ray gun, or feel the grip when you grapple Atana's hookshot. Hold on tight when you feel the boost of Crash's
Yeah, we're probably gonna get a lot of
really
like
feel the suck
PS5 update
in his dingo dial.
videos. That's
But
all
when
right.
you get fully immersed in the Crash Bandicoot universe,
Or is
crank it up to 11.
This is
and take
Acti,
your
right?
audio into
So
an
are they?
all-new dimension with
Is this all gonna be like a
enhanced
$10
3D
upgrade? I swear to God, people are gonna do it, and they won't care.
completion is the sign of a true
Nobody wants it, but
Bandicoot
everyone is gonna do it.
But
I'm
should
just
our
waiting for a
genetically
company to
mutated
just say, yeah,
marsupial
we're
lose his
taking all
way?
that money.
Leverage PlayStation 5 activity cards to track your progress and hit your goals for things like time trials,
Nobody wants to be the first to announce it either.
flashback levels, and boss
As long as you're not the
fights.
first, as long as the gamers get all their anger out on somebody else,
Even bring your incomplete save over from the
then you can get all that free
and
money.
use the activity cards to get to 160.
Oh, the Death Stranding update?
Oh,
that'd be
and
interesting.
one more thing. If you own the PS4
Yeah, with
version of the game,
DualSense?
an upgrade option is available.
You
Check
can
out the
feel all the
PlayStation
crotchety
blog for full
crotchities of the
details.
ground and all the
Whether
little
it's your
pebbles
first
and all the little
playthrough or
ghosts
your
and stuff
100th,
that you're stepping
there's
on.
no better time to experience
BB's all like
Bandicoot 4 It's
punching
About
at the.
Time
Oh, that'd be
on
great.
PlayStation 5.
You got me thinking now. BB's cooing and your hands are rumbling. I can feel it.
Welcome back, Crash. The gang's all here on today's new edition of State of Play. We've
Ah.
got some great updates lined up for you.
An upgrade option is available.
First, let's check out the latest on an eagerly anticipated
Oh,
game
cool.
coming to the PS5 console this spring from PlayStation Studios.
This is from Housemarque, right? Wait.
Hey everyone, we at Housemarque are excited
Yeah.
to give you this sneak peek at Returnal. In
Housemarque
Returnal,
is a
you will
super
play as
slept on
Celine,
company.
An Astra scout
I think they've got like From
crash lands
Software
on an alien planet,
potential.
Atropos,
They've been making an
after receiving a
incredible
mysterious signal,
swath of very well-made
White
games.
Shadow.
But
Players
none of them
will
have been the
explore
kind
this
of game that anyone
inscrutable
cares
dark
about.
planet in
So now they're
search
actually
of
trying to
answers
target bigger
and
markets.
unfold mysteries, which may point to a larger force at play.
I'm curious to see what they do and how it gets received.
Dashing and quickly maneuvering your way above and around.
It's still pretty
enemies is
arcadey,
key
though.
to
That's good.
survival in Returnal.
Huh. This is what we all thought video games were going to look like in 2021, so thank God Housemarque is out there making it happen.
With the large variety of enemies,
This is not what I
and the vast
expected.
number of unique movesets each possess, combat situations prove challenging no matter what the circumstances
Gotcha. Yeah, Housemarque
is only the beginning.
was always making arcade games, and I mean straight up arcade games. Like new games where the gameplay loop, the entire game is like 10 minutes long, maybe.
Every time you die and restart, the world will change. The map will be different. Enemies will appear in new locations
roguelike
and in
spice,
differing
that little
numbers. So you have to think fast.
A roguelike MSG dashed on top.
Here you can see the use of the lightning
Savory.
alt fire, which is great for crowd control. This is one of many alt fires that you can fire in the game.
Calling it now? If nobody's done it yet, I'm doing it. It's Hades, but 3D. It's like Hades meets Gears of War. Somebody's gonna say that. You know they will. I guess it was me just now.
You
Hades
will
is
stumble
fast,
across
and that's basically what that
mysterious
is.
devices that can grant rewards to the player. These will vary from weapons, consumables, and upgrades.
It's like Hades meets Dark
Completely change
Souls.
your playstyle and make each cycle feel unique.
Get your wrist grabbed by a bunch of noblins.
Besides the intense
Hades with guns? Perfect.
Returnal also
That's
has
it.
a deep and engaging narrative. We allow players to piece together the puzzle that is the story of Celine, as they venture deeper and deeper into Atropos.
Can't say there's been a single Housemarque game that has had a spark of narrative to it, so I'm curious to see them flex those muscles. I don't think they would approach it.
But not fully.
I don't know that they would approach it with like
Some
hubris.
are missing, others seem manufactured.
A lot of devs think they can write. A lot of people think they can write.
Remember the
Nearly
torment
everyone thinks they
feeling
can
like
write,
I
I
was
think.
losing my mind.
So adding narrative onto non-narrative things, it can be
safe space.
scary. And I talked over the whole thing. Captain can write. Cool guy's writing right now. It's easy. Ooh.
Exactly as I left it.
Feels like Annihilation. Neat. Neat. Them talking about narrative though has me thinking about Hades again.
Returnal lands
and the way
on
that
April
Hades would
30th,
drip feed you
and it's
narrative
developed by the talented
tied
team
into
at
progress through the roguelike systems. So I could see Returnal doing something like that. It's a really good story framework.
Knockout City.
Is this the one where the video games play the video games?
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie developer based in upstate New York.
Wait,
and we
Bellin
recently announced
Studios?
Knockout City, a team-based multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival
real?
crews settle their scores with epic dodgeball battles.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name. Yeah, right, Malcolm? I was
It's
like,
easy to pick up and play. There's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills.
I mean, whatever. I worked for
1v1 face-off mode, you'll go
Cockbite
head-to-head in
Studios.
a constantly shrinking battleground, relying on your reflexes and abilities to knock out an opponent.
Dickhead Studios.
A well-timed catch powers up the ball, making it easier to land a hit.
Okay.
Use trick
like,
shots to lob a ball over a ledge or hook it around a corner.
It's like Windjammers, man. I like that
Fake a
game.
throw to mess up your opponent's timing and knock them out before they can recover. When you're in a tough spot with a ball flying your way, a last-second dodge is the difference between getting knocked out and staying in the
Reminds
fight.
me a little bit of Rocket League,
Keep your
which
wits
was
about
very
you.
good.
Outplay your opponent to
But
bring
just
home a win.
no one cared. So maybe this game will be a little less offensive to people.
Let's jump into Team KO, our 3v3 mode. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It reminds me of
Knockout City.
Shoot Mania a little bit
If
too,
your
because you
crew's
get like
outmatched,
one
a
bullet.
coordinated team can still dominate. We're playing in Back Alley, a new map that
Or
you'll
like
find in our
Instagib,
upcoming
something like
crossplay
that.
beta.
It's like
The
Instagib,
special
but
ball
with
for this
like
match is the
counter and
sniper
timing
ball,
mechanics.
which locks onto targets from far across the map, and wham! You can take them out before they have a chance to react.
That's cool. That you get
Beyond
that.
special balls,
That sound
each
effect is
map
nice. That
features a unique
boom.
mechanic. In Back Alley
It's
Brawl,
that like it's got
you can
impact,
two
but
to
it's
make
not
a breakaway
violent, so
or
it's
use them to
safer
sneak
safe
up on
for
your
all ages
opponents.
kind of thing.
Caught
And who doesn't
empty-handed,
love that
you
sound?
can literally
A
become
dodgeball bopping off of
weapon for your
somebody.
teammate.
Thwack.
Don't risk it all. Charge up a teammate, launch them high into the air with an ultimate throw, and they'll land in a huge instant KO explosion.
Kind of Splatoon vibes too, with the coloring and the music.
The team here at Valve
Yeah,
has
this
been
like the
obsessed with
high
building this
synth
world
chiming
over
in the
the last 4
background.
years. Knockout City is coming out May 21st.
Basically just sounding like the
and we'd love your
Inklings
help in
now.
our final stretch of development. Rally your crew and sign up for our crossplay beta at knockoutcity.com to play early on PlayStation. See you soon, brawlers.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad that was a more technical trailer because I get the idea of the game a lot more now. I wasn't really sold on the IP or the
Time for something
aesthetic.
new. Here's your first look at an upcoming
mechanics
PS5
sound
game
fun.
from the team at Slow Clap.
It kind of has that it's got that exchange of being able to catch a throw and that fuck you moment. Splatoon Overwatch. Yeah. Because it has like crossplay Woomy. Oh no. Crossplay Woot Toot. Yeah, that's always nice. EA Original. Does that mean it's coming to Xbox Game Pass? No. EA. Oh, this looks sick. Oh, I like this. Just like straight up Hong Kong dirty hallway fights. Sick as shit. It's just a Hong Kong action game. No, EA Originals is a label that EA has where they fund and publish games, but they don't own any stake of them, and the revenue sharing is much more friendly. EA Originals is a really fantastic program, and it's probably one of the best in terms of its like business terms to independent developers. That looks sick. So if you see EA Originals on something,
That was the debut of
it's
Steam,
probably the best
coming
possible
to the
case for that
PS5
game. Yeah,
console
but EA
later this
greedy.
year.
Right, yeah. No, they actually piloted EA Originals to like try and help out their
adventure from Heart Machine.
Their public image. I think. I don't remember exactly when it started, but I think it was around the time everyone agreed they were the worst company on the planet. You get older every time you die. It kind of looked like that, or it's just like accumulating experience. Well, ooh. We need more inline skating games.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Preston, creative director of Heart Machine. You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter. Today, I'm here to show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title.
So now there are multiple trailers that have had voiceovers from the
huge, stylish 3D
the game creators describing the game.
Movement and fluidity.
I'm guessing all this was produced and directed by Sony, and it is a wonderful way to do a showcase like this.
Everything in its path. You play as Ray, a daring void runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly as a last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the ashen clouds, she can quickly cover great distances in our huge world.
It's about time we had another journey, right?
At its core, Solar Ash is a game about movement.
A journey
Ray
experience.
has everything she needs to flow through the dangerous and unique.
Seems like there's more buttons. Doesn't seem like there's like fail states or anything. Okay, there's a little bit more than that. I never played Gravity Rush. I should. I still intend to. But is anyone getting...
As you journey to save your planet, you'll find yourself face to face with grotesque and violent creatures.
It's like 3D N+.
Our combat system is simple, fast, and fluid, built to empower players and encourage flow.
There's like some pretty impressive frame staggers on hits.
Enemy encounters will scale to greater and greater sizes.
Each hit is real chunky.
Some of these creatures require speed and precise timing to defeat.
I guess you know for sure if you hit something or not. I like this.
Ray will
I see Prince of Persia 2008.
Yeah. Of this void.
I'm hoping it is this
starved beasts that hold the key
relentlessly
to her
original in its environments. I think they're going for like a 70s sci-fi look. I see a lot of that, like
Heart Machine's vision of
that Destiny look, that
the giant spaces, the
50-cent sci-fi novel that you find in the back of a bookstore in the 70s kind of look. Yeah, the color grading kind of looks like that.
To bring players something we think is incredibly unique and, more importantly, fun.
Ooh, I'm into it.
This game is a labor of love for everyone.
Yeah, No Man's Sky has that look a lot.
We're excited to bring Solar Ash to PS5 and PS4 later this year.
That looks cool. Awesome. 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 Heart Machine.
If you're a fan of
seen their logo on
games,
something else.
this next one is for you.
Ooh. Resident Evil? Look at Resident Evil.
When I first found you,
Maybe not.
you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Oh, Hyperlight Drifter. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, thank you, Fort of Hard Knocks. Yeah, the next game from the Hyperlight Drifter guys. That's fucking awesome. And it's a 3D open world game. Oh, we got more Frids. They showed this before, right? Maybe not. Oh my god, they look so shiny. They look so like... How do they look so good? What the hell is this? Oh, I got a driver.
Get you out of here. You and me together.
Everyone have G-Force drivers on your PS5s, everybody. Get out of here. What the heck? All right.
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
Is Five Nights doing the PT thing? Or maybe this is just like more like Resident Evil 7.
We have to get you out by morning.
That's fun.
Do as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you
This has been this is where it's always been going, right?
both of you burn!
Cool. They.
There's
Oh man.
more going on here than you realize.
I wonder what you,
That
once
was
you're
a
playing
chilling
it,
new look at
like-
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
is it just gonna feel like every other survival horror game?
Up next,
That was the
let's
thing
take
that
a
made it
tour
so
of
cool, is
Oddworld
that it was scary in a completely new way. But you know, if you're just creeping around and there's a big monster shambling after you,
at Oddworld Inhabitants.
it's gonna feel
Today,
different.
I'm
I
going
think.
to take you on a
Anyway,
brief
it's
tour
Oddworld
of our
time.
newest game, Oddworld
I'm
Soulstorm.
excited for this.
They've always known
There's
you would come.
no reason Oddworld should still be made, or that anyone
In
even knows what it
Soulstorm,
is.
You reprise the role of a
Somehow we're here.
accidental hero
It's
turned
great.
unlikely leader of an emerging revolution. As you do battle through weird and wonderful environments in an effort to escape the all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckins. We really wanted to bring this world to life with what we call 2.9D platforming, which adds much more depth and immersion for the player.
God, these environments
This
look
sense
so
of connection
crazy
is
good.
also reinforced through the use of the DualSense's haptic feedback, as
The
you'll now
one-
be able to feel Abe's heartbeat in
Huh.
high alert and suspenseful
The one thing I do wish, if I had a nag
There are well
for
over
Sony,
1,000
Sony's
fellow
marketing,
Mudokons that
is
you
to
must
please
try to save along the way.
stream and
but they are
well, at
far
least they're streaming
more
in 60
than helpless
now.
workers looking to be saved.
but-
when used effectively, you'll be able to
4K would
solve
be great.
puzzles, harness their combined energy.
I guess
and be
at that
given
point
the
you're streaming to the
tools
people who
they
already own
need
the
to
console,
fight
right?
alongside you.
It's just hard to find
And there
source
will be
media
times when the extra hands will be
for
needed as
PlayStation
you
5
face
titles.
off against an array of heavily armed enemies that will stop at nothing to find and end Abe once and for all. In order to stand a chance against this much larger threat, we gave Abe the ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket items from his surroundings and use them to craft an impressive arsenal of his own that he
This
can
is
share
one of those
with
games I can't wait to play through just so I can look at the
you can
backgrounds.
also play as a non-lethal pacifist.
It's just like a series
or
of
agent
digital
chaos.
art
We wanted you
environments
to
that just have a really complicated menu
But there
to
is
see.
one iconic ability for our shamanic protagonist, possession. This mystical power allows you to take control of your foes and use their strengths and weapons against them, or use them to gain access to paths still ahead. The Oddworld universe
this
is
on
a
Wheelhouse?
diverse place,
We
and this
may
means
have.
that there are some environments
one
and
of the-
situations that require
one
a
of the
little more
Abe's
thought,
Oddworld games.
patience, and stealth. You'll find dark and dangerous caves, heavily guarded industrial sites, and ancient forgotten lands. Here, we've built lots of
that crafting?
opportunities for
Yeah.
you to test your skills and find different ways to handle things.
It's 2021. People are going to get bored if they're just jumping around.
Being hunted by an army backed by a shady and wealthy organization isn't bad enough. There are also more dangers in the forms of natural obstacles, ancient traps, trials against swarming dark creatures, and industrial hazards that must be dodged, crossed, and avoided. Ultimately, Abe's journey is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a rich and engaging narrative to discover in a world full of lies, and we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before. In true Oddworld fashion, your actions in-game will
announcer not
decide
doing
the
it
fate
for
of
me?
Abe and all
Well,
those
they're having
who
the
manage
game
to
directors
liberate
describe their
along the way.
games, so
And we
these
can't
aren't
wait to see what
these
you
aren't narrators or announcers. That's Lorne Lanning, the game industry's very own Lorne Lanning. So it's a person with a bit of a name, and that's why they are talking. But I kind of celebrate people speaking on behalf of their own projects.
That was the latest on Oddworld Soulstorm. And here's some exciting news. Active PlayStation
I think it
Plus
makes sure
members
that-
will get the PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April. PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April.
It makes sure that the right message gets to the right audience, I think.
Moving on.
Yeah, release
It's
date.
time to catch up
Oh,
with Kena Bridge of
Kena.
Spirits, a gorgeous new
This game
adventure
has
we
some
last saw at the
has
June
had some
PS5 showcase.
developmental issues, I believe. This game looks great, but I think there was something going on. I need to follow up on it and see what really happened, but he squish. Isn't this the same trailer there? Maybe not.
The rats seem quite fond of you. They're usually timid.
It's a Pixar film?
Something tells me you did not come to our village.
It does look like it, doesn't
looking
it?
for a forest.
No, it played like God of War. from what I remember.
I seek
Like
passage
tight,
to the
over-the-shoulder, third-person action game. Kind of more rooted in place.
Rhymes energy. But that power faded long ago.
Oh, there's always a wizard. Brother. Oh, brother. Yeah, so maybe I guess thematically speaking, Immortals might be a closer comparison.
Trapped spirits linger here.
I don't know if it's that wide open of a world or if it's more like closed-in God of War style environments. Somewhere in there.
You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the
Yeah, this game looks really good, Iceman.
It's okay.
I was really impressed with the
have to go now.
the first trailer they showed.
This land can be big, but you cannot stay here, Spirit. You must move on.
The path of a spirit guide is a lonely one.
Another date. How exciting.
Now let's
Okay,
settle
cool.
in
I'm
for
glad it has a
stylish
release
new look
date.
at Deathloop, a PS5 first-person shooter developed by the team at Arcane.
Good. I've been hoping to see more of this game. I think I get it, and I think it's awesome.
There's no never here. Just you, me, and the rest of these
I'm scared it's going to be too hard to really
Bring it, baby.
to really explain to people how to play this game.
This is Ramblin' Frank's Matinee.
I'm confident the tutorial can do it, but they have to buy it before they can play the tutorial, so...
Cold. The visionaries are ready to dance. Are you?
Immersive similar. Yeah, woo! Hey, speaking of... System Shock Day! It's music. It's like a good Bond movie. Oh my god! Oh, that's great! Oh, and then they show you like a full loop?
You're doomed! Somebody's feeling feisty.
That's great. That actually makes a ton of sense. When Dishonored came out... Hold on, I'll save that thought.
Where you been hiding? Boy, do I got a bone to pick with you.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
What to do when the bullet is the
kill is always new.
Song's over, people. And so is Ramblin' Frank. The rest of you motherfuckers are next.
All right. That's how you sell a game when you can't really convince people what the concept is. That's awesome. Yeah, now everybody's going to want to buy that.
Finally.
Great.
How about a huge update for one of 2020's most celebrated games?
7 Remake? Or Part 2? Yeah, 7 Remake, alright. PS5 update! Alright, before I lose the thought, I remember when Dishonored came out, there were these, like, pro play videos of people just rolling through a Dishonored level, like, just like dominoes falling, like Rube Goldberg style, throwing a knife into the air and having it land directly on somebody's head, like 5 minutes later. Deathloop has actually, like, gamified the process of getting that, like, crazy perfect run by letting you, like, roll back and do the same series of steps over and over again. So that's really, really smart. I wonder if they were motivated by watching, like, people play Dishonored that way.
Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
I hope I get to ask that someday. Oh, Yuffie's here. Wait, what?
My name is Yuffie.
Why?
Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces operative for the new Wutai government.
Sounds like
We'll prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, we got this.
I'm back.
She's an Avalanche now?
You are. Someone's been expecting you.
Oh, is this in Zack Dimension?
Sorry about that.
It is.
Anyway, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, he
I'm
hunky.
Sonon Kusakabe.
Never mind.
We lost him. You what?
He will be okay, though,
Is this
right?
part 2?
Well, of course he will.
They're the ones who blew up the reactors. Cool. Should we say hi?
No, better not. After what they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their tail.
Look, a Moogle.
Got him.
We gotta help.
Okay, I assumed far too early that it was just a PS5 update. Or maybe it's like a chapter? Maybe they're trying to go episodic with it? That's a really good way to like convince people to buy the damn game. Like, don't wait for it to finish it. It's episodic. We're gonna make this until people stop paying for it. You were there for Kingdom Hearts. You know how this works.
No freaking
Just buy it, play it, all right. There were episodic rumors initially.
Boss!
It would make a lot of sense. Square has a lot of... I feel like Square finally found another gold mine.
Got it.
And they need to get all the workers in there as quickly as possible.
Off out of it.
We deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, they do. But I'm not your sister.
There you are.
Who are these jerks?
No clue. It just appeared.
Great. Here we go!
Let the hunt begin.
The title stack begins, one brick at a time. Available, wait, it said available worldwide. Shit. Well, they're not going to show other logos on a state of play. Alright, sick. That's a cool way to show it. The, like, battle shatter. Oh, praise God for 60 FPS. Oh my gosh. It's an interlude between 1 and 2. Square's gonna get that bag. They earned it though. They earned a bag grab, I think. I'm okay with a bag swipe. Just 60 FPS. You had me at 60. Ooh. Chinese. Made one of the best-selling JRPGs in the US ever. Why not sell it off in chunks over and over again? If people want to buy it, People love buying Final Fantasy VII. They love it. Do you want to tell those people that, oh, classic difficulty, you say? Got my attention. Oh. Oh no. Oh, what are you doing, Square? Oh. Why stop there? Also, yeah, now Tifa's dress selection is going to matter more than ever.
Wait, what?
That is the most important selection in the entire game now. How many Final Fantasy VII games are there now? Double digits, surely?
You see that?
It depends what you count as distinct games at some point.
Yep.
I don't know if they're over 10. Might be pushing 10. Oh, save transfer? Okay. Oh, that's fun. All right. Okay. Kind. Very kind. I'm telling you.
That was the reveal of Final
Y'all better keep track of
VII
which
Remake
companies let you upgrade for free and
coming
which
to the
ones don't.
PS5 console later this year.
Azriel, thank you very much for the Prime.
And
So bye
that's
for you.
our show.
Oh, yeah.
We hope you're as excited
Okay.
as we are for what's to come in
Pretty good.
2021. See you next time.
Quality showing. I'm into it. Love it all. Can't buy a PS5 because it's literally sold out everywhere still. Yeah, I've been in the queue for like, I've been in the Sony queue, I think like 5 or 6 times. Hope springs eternal, I guess. That was it. Yeah, that was it. I see great ending versus that was a waste of time. You're not gonna see something for everyone in each one of these. I thought, I don't know. I thought each one of the games they showed looked very good. Were great versions of the games they were trying to be. Kind of disappointed. Yeah, I guess you never know what to expect with these things. They're either going to be huge bombs or it's just going to be like, hey, it's a reheat. That's what they call it. You're going to play Outriders with Bruce. I'm not, because there's another super special event today. We have a sponsorship. That's right. It's money time. But the demo for System Shock came up today, and I'm going to play it. So if you guys are ready to go hack in space and get harried by a terrible space hacker. Actually, hold on.